Hello everybody, it is time for everyone's favorite video. It's a sanding video. But first we have to take just a little bit off the edges and get all that leftover silicone off of there. And we did a re-pour of some of the epoxy to get some divots out. And I used to scrape these off, but I don't do that anymore because as you can see with that 3M sander, it just chews right through it. I spend so much less time sanding now, I'm thinking about going back to my crappy old Orbital. I mean, what kind of sanding is this? No shoulder pain, no headache. That's not real sanding. As usual, we're gonna burn through this at about 100 times speed. So after I got that re-pour done, I had to fill all the little pits with CA glue, otherwise known as super glue. And there really wasn't much on this table. I think I only spent about 15, maybe 20 minutes doing this. To put that in perspective, the gnome table took me about an hour and a half. And that one's only like a third of this one's size, so a lot less on this one. I always do the sides, but rarely do I show it, and on this one I actually got to show it. This table was super steady on its side, and that's not the case for most of the tables I do. It's quite a bit more sketchy, and I really can't be worrying about the camera falling and the table falling at the same time. So after we got all those pits filled in and sanded up to 150, it's time to go counterclockwise around the table with the little handheld router. A friend of mine just tore her hand up really bad with one of these handheld routers, so be careful with them. And then we immediately jump into sanding with 240, followed up quickly with a nice water pop. I think this is my favorite part of doing the tables now because it's the first time you really get to see what it's going to kind of look like. And I was digging it. I really liked it. I thought, yeah, it's going to turn out great. But in real time, I'm at the point of finishing it, and I could tell you that it turned out so much better than what the water pop revealed. The only thing left to do is to flip it over and do the same thing on the backside. Except for here, you kind of half-ass it because it's the bottom of the table, and I don't really care. The good part about that is after that, the sanding is done, and the only thing left,
finish him!